So we get a fair bit of gimbals here on the channel. We do little smartphone gimbals, mirrorless gimbals, things like that, which it's always kind of cool to see if there's any kind of progress. And it's also really kind of cool to see how some gimbals have just brought their prices down so much and given us features that like a year or two ago would have been on way more expensive gimbals. But the thing that I'm most curious about for a lot of us is what can or what does a manufacturer add to a gimbal to make it worth you and I actually going out and possibly dropping our money on it. So today we are looking at this one. This is the MOZA Mini MX2. Now the Mini MX, the original one, actually one of my favorite little gimbals that I've used. Good size, good strength, had good stability, nice features, etc., etc. And since this one is 2, it's one more better. Yep. So this one's got a kind of a cool trick, and it's this AutoSense smartphone gimbal. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to take a look at what they kind of say about this. We're going to open the box, we're going to hook it up to my phone, and we're going to try it out. All right, coming up. So one of the biggest things with gimbals, especially on big gimbals, is balancing, for sure. Balancing is, you know, the bane of our existence, because it can take a little bit of time until you figure out how to do it, or especially if you are changing gear or changing lenses. Now on a smartphone, that can also be a bit of an issue because, you know, you have to just make sure everything's balanced right. Not as big of an issue, but still an issue, right? You got to make sure it's balanced so that it doesn't get vibrations and the gimbal is doing its best job possible to get your footage nice and stable. So AutoSense smartphone gimbal. This could be cool. So it does say here in this it's an article that I read over on Artboard, because when I'm filming this, the gimbal's not, as far as I know, I don't think it's actually released yet. So we'll release this video once the gimbal is ready. But let's see here. It is the MOZA Mini MX2 introduces the brand new auto sensing phone holder function. Using built-in smart sensors, the phone holder can detect the phone precisely and clamp release it automatically. Simply place the phone in the center holder. The clamps will automatically close and balance and provide you with an extraordinary hands-free shooting experience. Well, that's what I want. Uses their classic deep red anti-shake algorithm, if that means anything for you folks. I just don't care what the algorithm's called, just want it to work. Smart transition design enables users to transition, we'll say, from portrait to landscape. Yep, classic MOZA spiral folding design. So it probably looks wise very similar to the MOZA Mini MX, but if this one gives us some additional features, and the self-balancing. The self-balancing is really cool. Now, is that a feature that if you have the MOZA Mini already, the MX, that you should run out and buy an upgrade? I don't know. But if you are looking for a gimbal because you don't have one already, it may be a feature that's worth checking out. So here it is, Mini MX2 AutoSense smartphone gimbal. Very, very interesting. And that's it, all folded up. See, and I like the MOZA Mini 2, the first one, MOZA Mini MX, sorry, because it's small. You know, some of these gimbals have gotten so large for smartphone gimbals, and I'm like, you know what, I want to be able to throw it in my pocket. So, all right, QR codes, because this is website, this is, I guess, WeChat, social media, all kinds of stuff. And if you want to use this in its full, you're going to download the MOZA Genie app, and it is on the Play Store, Google Play Store, and the Apple iOS App Store. So I've got them on both my phones over here, just to make sure. And let's open this up. First open. All right, here we go. MOZA, nice, and a little tabby thing there that we're just gonna slice open there. I think that's it. This opens up. Yep. Again, see, they got this cool flip dealy. Where's centered here? That's kind of centered-ish right there. So, welcome to MOZA MX2. Record your beautiful life. That's nice. I appreciate that. Download the app, install the phone, basically all your instructions. Good size manual. Everything seems to be laid out really well. Looks like it's in probably Chinese and English. Magic mode. All right, well, before we go too big into all the goodness, I'll definitely give this a peruse for sure. Now you'll see if I'm even capable of folding this. Yep, I did it. All right, we get a little wrist strap thing. We get our USB-C. You guys can see it, USB-C to USB-A. There's a little wrist strap if you want to have that on your gimbal. You get, what is this? It looks like, oh, well, it's another manual. Not sure why you get two, but you get two. Some silica gel, very cool. Now, I was thinking about this the other day. Most of us probably just take this and throw this away, right? I've started keeping these. I put them in a little jar in the corner, and if anything, moisture, humidity, whatever is booming, something gets wet by accident, I just take a handful of them out and I throw them in a bag with it to help pull the moisture, because I'm like, everybody does rice. Well, we have probably, or if we keep these, we'd have 1 billion of these and they work probably better than rice. Nobody throws rice in here. And what else do we have here? This is a little, it looks like maybe a thumb controller. Maybe it's an extra one. I'm guessing maybe an extra one. And there is the gimbal. Cool. Anything underneath this? Nope. And I like that they gave you this little pull here, because if not, I'm like, how do I get that out? Lift up to take out the accessory box, see? Whoop. Now we're good. All right, accessory box. What's in this? Ooh. I don't know if you get different packages. I don't think so. Bag. This is a holder. I was like, too bad it doesn't come with a little case. Well, there's your little case. Right there. MOZA. Right? MOZA. And the little tripod for you and your balancing goodness. So I like even this. It may seem simple, but I love that they give you multiple ways to have this. So this, see if I can actually figure out how to open it here before I damage anything. That's an unlock. That's an unlock. There it goes. So there we go. So I like the fact, it took me a minute to figure out how to do that, right? That unlike traditionals put like their tripod here on this. This, I like that it puts it over here. Two reasons. You can get two hands on this way, right? Or you can hold it straight like this if you want, or you can get up, especially when you're doing low shots. This is much nicer than trying to just bend your arm all funky to get your hand down here, right? So being able to hold this on an angle, this design, I'm a fan of. I really am. You're seeing more like high-end professional gimbals kind of having that offset. So it's cool. And then of course you got your legs, right? Just kind of snap that down. And you guys are just seeing it kind of from the top. But the key here is, you guys see that? You got this neat piece up here. Make sure everything is unlocked. So this unlocked, that's unlocked, this is unlocked. Everything is unlocked. And I'm guessing it says it's auto sensing. So do we just turn it on? On the front here, you got like, it looks like a forward backwards button. This is your little movement. And I'm guessing that's what that extra piece is. Another one of these, maybe just in case this one breaks off or you lose it. I don't know. There's your power button and photo button or start stop, I'm guessing. So let's just hold this. I want to see what happens. Well. I'm gonna put that right there. I kind of want to, you probably want to be caseless. I got cases on these, so it's making it a bit too big because there's a sensor there, right? So case off, camera out. Okay, snap. That's better. You want to make sure your camera's or your case is off, and you pop it in like perfectly centered. Okay, let's just see now. So if I take that up and I'm, yeah, that's good. And then you got your button for like locking it, right? And then take it off for a little. If I spin it using my controller here, just to kind of spin it off. If I double click the trigger, 1, 2, it recenters itself. And then, what does this button do? I'm guessing those do stuff in the app. Oh, so now I've made it, oh, it's got this cool, like, what do they call it? Infinity kind of zoom thing. Like, now, of course, it doesn't go all the way around. Well, maybe it does go all the way around. Ooh, very cool. Doesn't quite go around a complete 360. Now if I double tap, will it reset? Nice. Now I kind of want to do that again, so I'm going to turn this off. Right? And then you just kind of, do you just open it? I don't get the auto sensing to take it off. Manuals, yeah, they're good at times. So you guys maybe see this. So when I'm ready to shoot, we're holding the power button. Cool. I still think that's cool. Take your phone, center it, and you just kind of pop it in there. Let it balance. Excellent. You do your shooting, you're all rocking and rolling, and then you hold the trigger down, trigger on the back. You just hold it down and hold the power button. Yeah. How fantastic is that? It's all kinds of fantastic. Okay, so same thing with your iPhone. I'm bringing my iPhone in here because I got the app. Now, what we may do here is we're going to, same deal, turn this on. We're going to see what the app looks like. Ready? Never gets old. It might get old. Okay, ready? No balancing needed. So good. All right, let's do this. Bring up the old MOZA. So there it is. Enter now. Will it see it? Start creating. Allow access. Oh, I guess I can just hit allow all. Connect device. Finds it. Yes. Device connected. New firmware can be done. So I'll end up doing that, but I won't do it right away. So here it is, very cool. Just so you guys can see it. It has at the top, I'm recording at 720p 30. If I tap on those, yeah, so I can go up to 4K. Now again, this is all gonna be dependent on your phone. If your phone can't shoot 4K, it's not gonna give you the option. I can be like, I would like that to be 24. Yep, very nice. Which lens up, so wide angle, telephoto, ultra wide, double wide angle. What is that? Double wide angle? Is that even a thing? It seems to be the same as ultra wide. And 3 shots. Okay, well let's just go ultra wide. Nice. We have your lock, so lock orientation. If we tap over here on the left, we have sport gear mode, so that's going to allow it to pan faster. And then your adjustments, your calibration, very nice. We have this one here, set our exposures, cool. 1 times, oh, so you can do like little zooms maybe. Yeah, so you can zoom in if you want to. Okay, and the bottom little 3 dots, anything? Oh yeah, so live, feedback, camera anti-shake mode. Camera anti-shake mode. What is that? Standard I'm going cinematic. It's going cinematic. Recording reminder, yeah. Silent recording. Recording noise reduction. Record gain. Wow, it's tons of stuff in here. Overexposure tips, full screen preview. Nice. Up on the bottom, or up at the top, we have, this is the magic template from the cloud. So I can say yes. So this is going to download a whole bunch of magic templates. Now we may do a second video to kind of go over some of this stuff. if you guys are at all interested in seeing like a part 2 of this where we actually go out and try it. But the big one for me was that clamp, because that's probably the biggest difference in it, the clamp and the balancing. Because the balancing, that can sometimes be tricky, and for one, put extra wear and tear on the motors, and two, experience. Delight. So it just has a whole bunch of like pre-built things. It'll be like, take this picture, this video 1, and it'll do a little, right? You can go over here and be like, these are dynamics. This is like street, walk the streets. Cool. Dramatic loop. Whew. Good for all you TikTokers and stuff like that, I would think. All right, let's exit out of here. Okay, what else do we got? These are gonna be filters. So a whole bunch of filters, cool. This is gonna swap your camera forward and backwards. Hey-o, that's right. My guess is focus. Oh, this is gonna say draw icon. Oh, tap the screen to draw. So this is where we could actually, so let's do this. I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna lock it on my camera. So we're just gonna draw a little. It's gone wonky. Oh, it says face recognition. Okay, let's do that then. Hold on. Let's spin the camera around. We'll hit that little button, draw around it. Yeah. Oh, it's whooping around. Now, it's going all over the place. But it does say that it needs a firmware update. Right? Yeah, it does say it needs a firmware update. So I'm not going to hold that against it. We'll come back to that. This one is, start recording. So it does have gesture control if you want to turn that on or off. Very cool. We have, close that. What else? Oh, this is your content. So if you want to see your content. Yeah. And a bunch of like autos. Auto that. You can go up and down for exposure compensation. You can put your grid lines up if you want. Cool. Kind of a first look at the MX2. So far, I like it except for the little face tracking issue. But I am going to do a firmware update. So I'm just going to hit upgrade. And it should do that. And let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see all the little tracking features and some actual walking features of this, so that we can, oh look, it's a gesture. It's recording. I don't know if something stop. I don't know. Crazy times, crazy times. Yeah, if you want me to do a follow-up video, because I didn't want this one to get crazy long, which it's gotten so far, showing this gimbal and the clamp. But if you do want to see some samples, which you probably do, I will put some just here at the end, us walking around with the gimbal. But if you want to see more samples of some of the features of the app itself, let me know and we'll do a part 2 video for sure. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you there. This is a MOZA MX2. I really do like that whole hold, power. Here's your phone. Thank you very much. It's got a sense of classiness to it, elegance. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll put links down below when this becomes available out there. I'm guessing soon. And that's all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. And again, if you want to see a follow-up video in regards to the app and its controls, let me know and we'll do one. All right, guys. I'm out. Later. All right, my friends, so we're outside. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see this at all. So, got my Android phone because I figured I would test the stabilization with a phone that really has no stabilization. This one has a little bit, but it's not fantastic by any means. So we're gonna turn this on. All right, so here we go, ready? It's connecting. I'm just gonna pop that in there. Balanced. Very nice. Again, I don't know if you guys can see me okay. Now, the one other thing that I wanted to show you guys and is the gestures. So I've kind of figured it out. So if we turn the gestures on, back here, you could be sitting back here. Just angle it like here and be like, all right, you'll see, ready, go. And it's recording. We're done. And it's nice and simple. It gives you a little bit of a pre-roll, which is excellent. And then when you're finished, there you go. It stops. So it took me a little bit of getting it used to where it was, but again, that's nice. Maybe it has to be centered. So it's recording. We're good. Making sure I'm looking all classy. One of these. There it goes. So a little finicky maybe on the stop. The start works very, very well. So pleased with that. And I'll turn the gesture off. Oh, and now let's go for a little bit of a walk. Mary's back there. Mary and her mom walking around back there. All right, let's go for a little walk. And we'll start this. And let's see how that works. And again, this is on a gimbal that normally doesn't have any stabilization. Okay, let's see. Actually, I think that's pretty good. That's all right. So I think you get decent stabilization. We'll just kind of walk around, and I'm bouncing all over the place. So don't always focus on me. Focus more on the background, so you guys will get an idea of what it's like. But I think that's actually pretty good. It feels good, and that's really what matters. All right, let's do this. Let's stop this here. We'll stop this, and we'll spin camera around. All right, so now you guys are seeing the stabilization. I think we'll get this up, do a little walk. And again, this gimbal doesn't have the greatest, sorry, the phone doesn't have the greatest stabilization normally, so I think this should actually be pretty decent. And we were trying to have a pumpkin, but I think a deer, see, decided to eat it. Yep, didn't make it. Oh well, it is what it is. All right, let's do some more walking real fast. But yeah, I wonder if I were to set, because this one's trying to focus, so it hunts a little bit, but don't worry too much about that. Pay more attention to the actual quality of the stabilization, which I think is actually pretty good. And there's Mary. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. You've seen the stabilization, and that's it. That's it for today. If you want us to make a second video with less wind, let me know in the comments, and we'll do that. All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will see you guys next video. Later.